Anthony Priestfield, everybody.
This is what it's all about. The atmosphere is going to be quite something.
How important is victory in this one?
Looking to get off to a great start here. They've got numbers forward.
What an amazing stop!
In towards Akinfenwa.
Simply sensational.
Gillingham pressing, trying to find something. In comes the cross. It's Dak. Oh, what a strike!
Fantastic goal!
And that will do it for the Gills. We are staying up, sing the Gills fans.
The 2014 Gillingham FC season review. Following on from the success of last season, the Gills had a lot to be excited about. They had finally returned to League One.
Yeah, I think it was. I was very excited when the season started. I was not so excited as we went through the start of the season because obviously we didn't win many games, and that was a big worry.
Obviously, it's been a tough year. We've had a change of management, and it's a difficult league. You know, the standard's getting stronger and stronger. There's a lot of big clubs in the division, and we've really had to work extremely hard to make sure we stay in it.
We always knew it was going to be a tough division. I think there were some very good teams in League One, but I didn't expect us to not win a game for 9 games. And 2 wins in 13 and knocked out of both the cups was obviously a bit of a concern to me.
With the season not going to plan, a change was needed, which opened up the door for the return of a former manager.
I've always stayed in touch with Peter. I mean, he did a fantastic job in year 2000. We became very close friends, and following on from Tony Pulis, we came in and with players like Junior Lewis and Hesse, of course, was in the side. He inherited a very good side, but he improved the manner in which we played and played more a style that I thought was conducive to that division and got us into the Championship. An epic revisit to Wembley, of course, against Wigan.
And the gaffer's come in, he's tried to play more football and instill his ways in us. It's difficult coming in midway through a season and changing everything. If he's here next year, then there'll be more changes and he'll be able to implement more his style.
When I was here like 13 odd years ago, it was, it was the opportunity to come and work at a good club, but now with a bit more experience, I've come in at a very difficult time where the team had unfortunately only got 9 points from 11 matches, so you knew you was taking over some players that probably were a little bit low on confidence. So it was a different situation. But anyway, I was really, really pleased to have the opportunity to come back.
It's not been an easy season, and the jump up the leagues was more challenging than first thought.
I think it's just a big test of the League One to League Two, and League Two is of course it's a very strong division. Martin done outstanding winning League Two. Players were winning matches, so they were playing in a very confident way and probably a consistent way because they were confident. So I'm sure that's probably what's happened is where last year League Two Gillingham may not have been tested as much. All of a sudden you make a mistake at this level, there's a good striker for the opposition that takes advantage of it.
The Gills began to adapt to the league and results started to improve at the turn of the year, a highlight being the 1-0 home win against Wolves, live on the TV cameras.
Final chance, maybe. It's pinging around McDonald! Gillingham have knocked Wolves clean off their feet!
Yeah, it's always nice to beat a side that is going to pretty much get promoted and in fact has got promoted now. That's a typical Gillingham performance, I think. We play very well against some of the top sides and we struggle sometimes against some of the sides down the bottom, and if we can find a route to that inconsistency, then I'm sure we'll do much better next season.
Well, we had some very important wins here. For us to beat Wolves and Swindon here was tremendous. I think that we just showed that we can match some of the best teams in the division.
With the results improving and the Gills maintaining their League One status, there were many positives, including standout performances from some key youngsters.
Well, I think Bradley Dack and Jake Hessenthaler have both done extremely well coming into the first team and have shown that they are capable of going a lot further in their careers. And obviously, we want to help and develop.
Jake Hessenthaler I've known a long time. Bradley Dack I didn't know too much about until I got here, but they're both very, very good players and I think they've got really, really bright futures. Even though they haven't played every game this season, I'm sure they're going to be pushing to play every game next season.
And it's very exciting, both for them and for us, to see how they go in the next few years.
There was even a reunion as Peter Taylor and Jake Hessenthaler teamed up once more.
That is spooky, I've got to say. I was talking to Andy and his wife over Christmas and talking about it is a little bit spooky, that.
It's kind of nice to see him come through and actually play for the same team, a marvellous achievement, and something that he and we are both very proud of.
And he is a lot like his dad, there's no doubt about it, but he's going to be a very, very good player. If he has his dad's determination, then he will be a cracking player.
With every successful football club, there's always movement behind the scenes. Gillingham's pioneering involvement with charities is a shining example of a growing football club.
Yeah, I mean, Take Heart, which is obviously our club charity, is doing very, very well. We went out to Sri Lanka last September and the surgeons and medical staff operated on, I think, 21 children, all with life-threatening diseases. So we're very proud of the monies we raise, and we're very proud of what happens to that money. And we're very proud that there are 20 children that have got life that wouldn't have had life had we not raised that money and sent the team out there. And we're looking forward to other fundraising events going forward. And that mission was helped by all the supporters and all the sponsors and the staff at the football club.
The success of the club relies on everyone's involvement and passion, and no one is more important than the mighty Gillingham fans.
Fans have had a very tough season, and as I say, I admire them for sticking with a manager that's just won the championship, and they were disappointed that Martin went, and that's tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fans, they've never ceased to amaze me, and that's what's probably kept me at the club for so long. We have some rocky times and we have some great times, and I think that they turn up come what may. They see the team have some bad performances or have some bad days, and they quite rightly get on their backs, but they're back the following week supporting them in just the same way, giving them every ounce of energy to help them win games.
Nobody knows when they turn up how we're going to play, but they've stuck by us, and very, very important that they've done that, because I think it's helped the players play in a way that they don't play too nervously.
With the support of the fans, Gillingham went on to have a very successful March with some key wins, ensuring the season finished on a high.
Well, when you look at the fixture list, there'll be people who would write us off against some teams and put us as bang on certs to win certain games, and it doesn't ever work like that with us. This season was from October and is and has been about staying in League One, and that's been the most important part, having had such a bad start, really.
So as the season draws to a close, what can we expect next year from Gillingham FC?
But we're just delighted at the moment to secure our League One status, and we can look to build on it next year and get off and have a well-earned rest, because it's been a slog this year, it's been hard. Hopefully we can go and recuperate for a few weeks and then come back ready to go again.
We're all going to learn a lot from this year, there's no doubt about it. I think everybody knows how tough League One is. If you win a match, you learn from it. If you lose a match, you learn from it. So we haven't won as many matches this year as we would have liked, and I'm sure there's lots to be learned from.
Well, I mean, our ambition for every season is to get promoted. I mean, we have 3 goals every year. The first goal is to remain in the division, the second goal is to get into the playoffs, and the third goal is to get automatic promotion. In that order, we'll be striving to do that in the same way we do every season. Sometimes we manage it, hopefully we always manage it. At least one of those goals, sometimes we don't, but that's what we'll be trying to achieve.